Okay, so we're going to get started today with a very soft, relaxing class. Um, Maybe something that you would use later in the evening when you're winding down. Um, so because of that, we're going to actually start in Savasana, in the corpse pose, which means we're going to start laying down all the way down on our back and just relaxing here. And you're going to start taking deep breaths. And maybe you want to put one of your hands on your belly and another one on your chest. And then from here, you're going to close your eyes and start taking deep breaths through your belly. So you're not going to feel your chest moving too much. So your hand that's on your chest isn't going to be going up and down too much, but your hand on your belly will as you inhale and exhale. Here we're just starting to calm our body. Relaxing our feet, letting them fall to the sides. Relaxing our shoulders, letting them sink into the yoga mat. Relaxing our face, our eyes, our nose, our jaw, our mouth. Starting to take deeper breaths. We're going to do a nice square breathing where you're going to count to 4 in your mind. You're going to just count to 4 as you inhale. Then you're going to hold for 2 seconds and then count from 4 to 1 as you exhale. So, for example, we'll start and you start inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, hold. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, hold. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, hold. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Bringing your feet together to touch. Your hands, your arms to your sides. As you inhale, you lift up your arms up above you and behind you. As you exhale, you bring them back up and then down to your side. Again, inhale, coming up above you and behind you. Exhale, coming up and then back down to your side. One more inhale, coming up above you and behind. Exhale, down. Good. You're going to bend your legs, bringing the soles of your feet to the mat. Your heels close to your bottom, but not quite. And then here, this is kind of going to be like a bridge pose, but very relaxing, where as you inhale, you're still going to do the arm movement, but this time you're going to first lift up from your tailbone, your lower back, all the way up to your upper back as you inhale, with your arms coming up at the same time. And then when you exhale, vertebrae by vertebrae, you're going to be coming down again. Okay, so gentle movements. This is to calm your body down instead of activating it. Inhale, slowly coming up, and then exhale, slowly coming all the way down. One more inhale, gently coming up, feeling that your pelvis is expanding to the sky. Your arms are coming up. You're doing a wonderful stretch. Hold it here. And then exhale, come down. All the way down. You're gonna bring your knees close together. Give them a little hug. And then you can get up one of two ways. You can either come to your side and lift yourself up, or roll yourself up, coming into our tabletop. Do a couple of cat-cow stretches. So remember that you have your wrists underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. Hands are shoulder width apart. Knees are hip width apart. Inhaling, coming up, pulling up the tailbone, and then pulling down your navel. And then exhaling, pulling up your back, arching it, and then head down. Inhale, coming back up into the cow. Slow movements. Exhale, come into cat. Good. One more inhale, coming up. Exhale, come to a neutral tabletop. We're gonna kind of stretch out our shoulders a little bit. So we're gonna inhale, lifting up our right arm. And then exhale, bringing that right arm underneath our left, threading the needle. And then here, you bring your right ear to the mat. Slowly bringing yourself down, so the right ear to the mat. And then with your left arm, you can do hand variations. So you can bring your left arm to the top of the mat, or you can bring your left arm and cross it over your torso, or you can just keep it by your face, all right? You should feel a nice stretch in your shoulders here. One more inhale. If you did a hand variation, bring the hand back to your face. Then inhale, lift up your right arm. And then exhale, bring it back down to the mat. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. So inhale, lifting up our left arm. And then exhale, threading that needle. Again, you can do a hand variation if you would like, the same one or a different one. Whatever your body needs right now. Bring your hand back to your face, and then inhale, lifting up your left arm, coming all the way up, and then exhaling back down. All right. So from here, tucking in our toes, inhale once, exhale, coming into our downward dog. Slowly pedaling our way, stretching one leg, and then the other, and one leg, and then the other, making sure that your back is nice and straight. Your tailbone is shooting up to the sky. It's really nice and all the way up. It's okay if your heels don't touch the mat. That's not the important part. The important part is having your back in this line so that we're lengthening our spine and our head down low. Just really feeling a stretch here. Inhale. As you exhale, bend your knees. Inhale, lifting yourself back up. Exhale, bend your knees, almost touching the floor, but not quite. Exhale, lifting yourself back up. One more. Inhale. All the way down. Exhale, lifting yourself back up. And then slowly and gently walking your way to the front of the mat. Coming into ragdoll here, holding on to your opposite elbow, head down low. Maybe swing from side to side, nodding your head yes, nodding your head no, and relaxing here. Inhale, exhale with your mouth open, drop your arms. And then slowly from here, vertebrae by vertebrae, lifting yourself all the way up. Rolling your shoulders. And then inhale once, exhale, rolling your shoulders and coming all the way down. Slowly. Inhale, lifting your body up again. Kind of massaging our spine. Exhale, doing the same thing, coming all the way down again. Inhale, coming all the way up. Palms together into Samasthiti. So from here, I want you to close your eyes, listen to your breath, feel and see if it's accelerated, if it's slow, if it's steady, or if it's staggered, if it's deep. How does it feel in this moment? And I want you to set an intention for the rest of the class. What you want to get out of this class. Set a mantra, something that you are going to listen to. Maybe you want to think of patience. Maybe you want to think of forgiveness. I don't know. Whatever you need from today, let that be your intention for our class. With each pose, come back to that. And today, instead of doing a sun salutation, we're actually going to do a moon salutation to kind of end the evening. Let's see here. Perfect. So we're going to start into mountain pose. And then as we inhale, lifting our arms up and interlocking, let's see if you can see me, interlocking your fingers just like that, but still standing up, making sure your shoulders are relaxed, they're not high up to your ears, but keeping your arms activated, fingers still interlocked just like that. And this is our palm tree. Inhale and exhale for 4 deep breaths. Maybe keeping your eyes closed. Feeling how your feet are rooting into the mat, as if they're growing roots just like a tree. Keeping your balance with your eyes closed. On your next exhale, gently come to your right side. Keeping your head nice and neutral. Don't force it, but keep it between your arms. Still keeping your arms activated and up, kind of squared up instead of coming forward. It's okay if you can only come a little bit. And then stay here for 3 more breaths. On your next inhale, lifting back up to the center. And then on your next exhale, coming to your left side. Coming back up and gently bringing your arms down. We're going to open our legs a little bit wider here, a little bit wider than hips width apart, okay? And our heels are going to be on the inside and our toes are coming outwards, okay? And we'll bring our arms into cactus arms, just like this. We inhale once, and we exhale, and we gently bend our knees. If you have knee problems, you can stay right here. But up to you, if you want to open your legs a little bit wider, that's fine too. And if you want to deepen your pose, you can come as low as you want, making sure your knees are out to the sides and not inwards. And then if you look to the back, you don't want your butt sticking out. You want to have a nice neutral spine, just like that. Here we're in Utthata Konasana. It's the goddess pose. A lot of our energy moves through our body here, and instead of activating all that energy and just moving it all around like you would in the morning, this is kind of channeling it, controlling it in one body. It warms up your whole body, so sometimes this is really good when you just need to warm up a little bit. You can practice this throughout the day, washing your dishes or whatever. And with each exhale, you're going to try and come down lower and deepen your pose if you can, if your knees allow it. One more inhale, exhale. Maybe practice your Ujjayi breathing. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, straighten out your legs, coming into a 5-pointed star. Kind of like this, just spreading out those legs, spreading out your arms. Inhale and bring your palms together. Good. Exhaling and getting your left leg now to face forward. And then your back leg, your right leg, is going to come up just a little bit closer. And your toes kind of facing closer to the front, but maybe not all the way. You're going to wrap either in a prayer in the back, your palms, or you can hold on to your opposite elbow. Depends on your shoulder mobility here. Inhale once, and then exhale, slowly come down, bending over, just to stretch those hamstrings wherever you can reach in a pyramid. Maybe you can reach your forehead to your knee, maybe not today, depends. Inhale one more time, exhale. Inhale, gently come back up. And then move your back leg a little bit further back. And then bend your left leg. And inhale, come down slowly. Bring your palms to the floor. We're going to come in an equestrian pose here. So you want to make sure your pelvis is coming forward. Your front knee is really nice and bent. Your back leg is straight out. And then here, you can either bring your hands to your knee and just straighten your back out a little bit like this, or you can lift your arms up. Making sure your knee is outward rather than coming inward. And then gently coming back, bringing your palms to the floor, lifting up your back leg, and then walking your hands to the middle. Walking your hands to the middle. Here, your back foot, the sole of your foot is going to touch the mat. And your left leg is bent. And you're going to slowly try, if you can only get to here, then you keep it here. But you're going to try and bend your left leg. And then bring your right foot, so the toes are pointing up. You're going to try to get your left heel to touch the mat. And then bring your palms together. Inhale. If you can't do that, maybe you want to roll up your mat so that your back heel is touching something. Inhale again. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale. And then slowly bringing your hands back to the ground. Gently bending your leg so you come into a malasana. Now here, if your heels can't touch the ground, then roll up the mat behind you. Okay, your legs don't have to be very wide apart. Your heels more in, your toes coming out. If this hurts your knees, you can always just sit down and have kind of the same frame, like this. But if not, just come in a full malasana here, making sure that your back is straight. So one way of doing this is maybe if you have like a belt or something, holding it over, or maybe a block, holding it over just to feel your back lengthening. One more inhale, exhale. And then we're gonna do the other side. So we're gonna straighten out your left leg now and bend our right leg. Again, trying to have our heel touch the floor, and if not, rolling up the mat. Bring your palms together in a prayer, making sure the toes on our left foot are pointing up. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more inhale, and bringing our hands down. We're gonna come on this side, so just switching it up. Our back leg is gonna come down flat on the yoga mat. Our right leg is nice and bent in our equestrian pose. And here, you can stay like this. You can bring your hands to your knees and stretch out your back a little bit, or lift your arms up. And then exhale, come down. Lifting up your back leg and walking it a little bit closer to the front. Still keeping this right leg straight. Back leg right behind you again. Maybe holding onto your opposite elbows or whatever you need. Inhale. Exhale, coming into our pyramid pose on this side. This also works our balance in a more gentle and subtle way. And then inhale, gently come up. Coming into our 5-pointed star again. Inhale, bringing our arms up. Exhale, stretching widely here. One time. Inhale, lifting our arms all the way up. And staying here. Inhale, exhale. Stay here for 2 more breaths. And then as you exhale, this time bringing your arms again into cactus, bending your legs, coming into our goddess pose. Again, here if you want, you can deepen your pose, come as low as you want, or as high as you want, depending on what your body is asking for. Remember to always come back to your intention of the practice. So if your intention was patience, be patient with your body. Perhaps it can't come all the way down today, and that's okay. One more inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lifting yourself up. Bringing your legs back together. Arms all the way up, fingers interlocking. Remember, just like this. We're going to go immediately into our swing palm tree from our right side. Inhale, come to the middle. Exhale to our left side. Inhale, come up again. Exhale, come into Samastiti. Deep inhale and exhale here. From here, we're going to lift our arms up one more time. Inhale, exhale, palms together, coming all the way down. Palms to the floor. Have your hands touch the mat and gently walk your way to downward dog. Remain here for 3 deep breaths. Inhale, lifting up our right leg and bending it, stacking it over our left hip. And then exhale, bringing that leg bent like that to the front in a half pigeon. So keeping our back leg activated but on the floor, our left leg bent, right? So you can see it, if I were this way, you could see, I mean, you can't see it, like this. So our leg should be kind of horizontal, but sometimes it's really hard for people, so it might be back a little bit, and that's okay. Okay, so that's how we should look to the front of the mat. And then maybe here, underneath your right butt cheek, you could use a pillow or a block if it's not reaching quite to the floor. And then bring your hands, or just the tops of your fingertips, kind of in like a cup size like this. Bring them to the edges of your mat. Keep your back nice and straight. Inhale and then exhale, bend your elbows, bringing your forehead to the floor. Inhale, gently coming up. Exhale, gently coming back down. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, coming down and putting your forehead to lie here. If you can put your forehead, you can stack your 2 fists, one over the other, to put your forehead there. And then just stay here for 2 more breaths. Slowly lifting yourself back up. If you have a block, take it out now. Bringing your hands to your sides, tucking in your back toe. On an inhale, lifting up your right foot. And exhale, bringing it down. You're going to do the same thing on the other side. Inhale, lifting up your left leg. Bending it, stacking over your right hip. And then exhale, bringing it in the same position to the front of the mat in our half pigeon here. Again, if you want to bring the block underneath your left side now, you can. Bringing your fingertips to the edges of the mat. Straight back, inhale, looking up. Exhale, gently coming to the floor. Inhale, lifting your upper body back up. Exhale, coming back down. One more inhale, coming back up. Exhale, coming down and remaining here for a few breaths. And then inhale, coming back up. If you have a block, take it out now. Bringing your hands down and just gently bringing your back leg and coming down to the floor with your stomach. We're going to come into our Sphinx pose. So elbows should be right underneath the shoulders. And then forearms on the floor. Fingers stretched out wide and nice. Our feet are activated behind us, but they're still on the mat. Just a hip distance apart. And then staying here for a couple of breaths. Salama Bhujangasana, a nice stretch for our lower back, but not very intense. Closing our eyes, incorporating that Ujjayi breathing if we haven't already. Just listening to our breath. And then gently bringing our chest down to the ground, bringing our hands underneath our shoulders, our forehead to the mat, and as we inhale, we come into a baby cobra. So just lifting up a little bit, but our gaze is still at the top of our mat. We're still looking kind of in the front, but the top of our mat. And then exhale, come down. One more inhale, come up. Just a little bit higher, but not too much. And then exhale, come down. Then your inhale, lift yourself up and come into child's pose. Your big toes touching and trying to get your knees to the outer parts of your mat. Right here. And remain there for 2 breaths. And then from there, gently lifting yourself back up. Coming into a seated position. Bringing your right leg, bending it, and then bringing your foot on the outside of your left knee. And you can stay here, or you can bend your left leg if it's comfortable. Inhale, lifting up our left arm, and then exhale, bringing our left elbow to the outside of our right knee. And then bringing our right arm behind us, or maybe wrapping on to our torso. And change sides. So now our left leg, our left foot comes on the outside of our right knee, and then maybe we can bend or just keep our right leg the way it is. Right arm comes up, and then right elbow on the outside of our left knee. The same thing. And release. Squeezing in our knees just a little bit, giving ourselves a hug, and then gently trusting and rolling ourselves back. Bringing our fingers to wrap onto our big toes, coming into happy baby. You can stay right here, or you can stretch out your legs more and just roll if you have space from side to side. Just relaxing here a little bit. And then gently coming back, squeezing our knees once more, lifting up our forehead, everything squeezing, 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 Inhale. Exhale, we drop down to the floor, melting into the ground. Relaxing our feet, letting them go to the sides. Palms facing up. Our body is completely relaxed. Our eyes are closed. Our breath is starting to go slower. Relaxing our body, getting ready for a good night's sleep. Staying in the moment, not thinking about what happened before or what will happen after. Coming back to our intention that we set at the beginning of class. Placing that intention for the rest of the evening or night. Trying to follow it. Stay here for 3 more deep breaths. And you can stay here for as long as you want. Even when the class is over, you can just relax in Shavasana. It's a very big part of our yoga class. It's where we let all of the work that we've done kind of take over our body. But if not, you can start waking your body up gently, moving your toes, your ankles, your fingers and your hands, rolling to one side, and then gently making your way into a seated position. So again, stay in Shavasana if you'd like, or come join me into a seated position. Just a regular crisscross if you can. If not, just bring your legs out in front of you, it's okay. Bringing our palms together here. Our eyes are still closed. Inhale. Bow down, exhale. Namaste. So the class that I recorded previous to this one was to get the body moving and activated, ready for the day. This class is more appropriate for evening time when you're trying to slow down your body and get it prepared for the night. So starting to cool down, calm your mind, calm your body, calm your breath, and be ready for a good night's sleep.